Good morning. For those of you who don't know, my name is Maya Karen. I run a fashion blog called Classically Kept. It does feature luxury, contemporary, and how to style, and now natural hair care topics and natural hair care. So if you're into any of those things, please consider subscribing to my channel. Click the notification bell. That way you will never miss a video. All right, y'all. So this video, or this portion of the video, is being filmed on a Saturday. I cannot wait. So you guys know that for the past 2 weeks, I have been using the Chebe grease. And then I've been telling you guys, I'd probably say for the past couple of days now, that I am going to switch to the Chebe powder. So since I am not doing anything today and I cannot wait, I am going to make the Chebe powder today. And I'm going to show y'all, I'm going to show you everything that I'm using and the reason behind it, okay? So if you don't know, I am going to be using a Chebe powder from Odara Naturals. So this is something that is very new to me. So all of your questions, leave them down below. There are going to be some tweaks. There are going to be some additions. There are going to be some modifications as I go through this process. So this time I am going to use the Chebe powder on damp hair, and then probably in 2 weeks, I will probably try it on dry, stretched hair. So if you are going to go on this journey with me, I welcome you. I will be doing this for a year, okay? I will be doing and using the Chebe for a year. And the reason why I say that I'm going to be learning and there are going to be modifications. If indeed the Chebe powder is too messy, but I absolutely love the results. I like it more than the grease. And I don't know yet because I've never done the powder, but I'm absolutely loving the results. I will just wrap up. I have no issues wearing head wraps 90% of the time. If you have been following me, I would say at least since the end of 2022, then you would know how I feel about head wraps. They make me feel beautiful. They make me feel regal. So I don't mind wrapping up if I truly like the powder. The other thing, I do want to do a comparison between the Chebe grease and the Chebe powder. As I said, I had never tried the powder before, but the Chebe grease seems to be something that is more suited for Western culture. Meaning not someone like me who applies it like every 4 days and does it in twists, but meaning like if someone wanted to try the Chebe grease, really all they had to do is just saturate their hair with it and just put their hair back in a bun or in a ponytail and leave it that way. But that is not how I naturally wear my hair. I wear my hair in twists. So that is how I am going to wear the Chebe powder and the Chebe grease. The other thing that I'm curious about is how the Chebe will fare whether I do twist or whether I do braids. I am going to start out with twist. If I feel like I need to move to braids, then I will. Most people who do the Chebe, I see that they do it with braids. I saw a couple of young ladies doing it with twist. That's how I'm going to start out because that's what I do. But most people say braids are more beneficial. Okay, you guys know how I feel about braids. I know that I am nowhere near bald, but whenever I braid my hair, it just makes me feel bald. Okay, that's my own issue. So right now I'm going to stick with twist. So let's get into the ingredients and then I'll show you how I make it.
The first ingredient is the Chebe powder, which is a mixture of cherry seeds, cloves, lavender crotons, stone scent, and resin tree sap. Next is avocado oil, which can aid in retaining moisture, boost shine and elasticity, prevents breakage, and also combats split ends. Next is rosemary oil, which has anti-inflammatory properties. It improves circulation, which is going to promote nerve growth. There have also been several studies with some scientific evidence that proves that rosemary oil is just as effective as Mendoxil, which is more popularly known as Rogaine. Next is lavender oil. I love the way it smells, but it can improve hair texture by conditioning the hair follicle, reducing frizz, and making an effort to combat hair fall. Next is peppermint oil, which has anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, and antifungal properties, as well as the smell. I absolutely love the smell, and it can aid in hair loss. Next is the Shea Moisture Amla Leave-In, which leaves my hair hydrated and nourished. Lastly is Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing Smoothie. This is my ride or die. This is my go-to. I have been using it since I was natural. It leaves my hair feeling so moisturized and manageable. All right, let's make our mixture. First, I'm going to start off with 2 teaspoons of Chebe powder. Now I'm going to use the Amla leave-in. Now I'm going to tell you right now, for the rest of these ingredients, there is no measuring. It's an eye test. So I'm going to scoop some of this out as much as I think that I need. And then I'm just going to stir and mix. So I'm looking for a certain consistency, and you will see that once this is all mixed together, it is very, very thick, paste-like. So once we add a few more ingredients, I'll see where we are, and then I will adjust. Now I'm going to add the curl enhancing smoothie. So this particular bottle is only so much left. I know I'm going to use all of it. So I'm actually going to stick this spoon in here because I'm going to use all of it. If this was fuller, I would either just tap it out or I would get a cleaner spoon. Just want to point that out. So mixing in the curl enhancing smoothie is giving us more. It's giving us more volume, more to work with, but it still has that same thick consistency. Let's add some oils and see what happens. Next, we're going to add rosemary oil, 10 drops. Next, peppermint oil, 10 drops. Lavender oil, 10 drops. And lastly, avocado oil. Now this is going to be what gives my mixture the consistency that I'm looking for. I'm looking for more of a creamy, softer consistency, not a paste. Still pretty thick. Let's add some more avocado oil. We're getting there. Let's add a little more. A little more. We're almost there. Let me bring this closer so y'all can see. So you see how I'm scooping it with the spoon and then it just plops down. For me, that is the perfect consistency. So because it is Sunday, I have transferred this to a Tupperware container. I'm going to place a lid on it and then I'm going to put it up in storage. If I made this the same day of application, I would just leave it in this pink bowl.
All right, you guys, it is a Monday. It is 12:43. So we made our mixture yesterday. I have just gotten out the shower, so my hair is washed and cleansed. I will put my full wash day down below. I just don't want this video to be very, very long. So we made our mixture. You will need a couple of things. First, I have on a t-shirt. I will be taking off this robe because I do wear this robe all the time. I'll be taking off this robe once I start the application process. You will need an old t-shirt or a shirt that you do not care about. Doing my research and just seeing people install or apply the Chebe, it is very messy. You will need some clips. Here we have our Chebe. Here we have our Chebe mix. And then the last thing, just for a little bit more protection, it's already on the floor, but I did buy like one of those clear plastic or a vinyl shower curtains. It is currently on the area where in my bathroom where I am sitting. So those are all the things that you will need. We are going to go ahead and get started. And one of the other things that I do want to point out, one of the other reasons that I am excited to try the Chebe powder or the Chebe mixture is because it takes out or it eliminates a step from my routine. So instead of using the Rev Air on the cool setting, having to go through that and then do the application, excuse me, I'm able to completely take out the Rev Air step and just add it to my hair. So I would say at this point, my hair, I would say maybe is like 70 to 80% dry, maybe even 85. I will pat the ends a little bit more because I don't know if you can hear it, but it's still flinging some water. So I will go ahead and pat those really quickly. But I did not want to do this on soaking wet hair. Everything that I have read, it says it's supposed to be on damp hair. The other reason why I do not want to do it on damp hair is because I am going to be very generous with the mixture, and my hair takes forever to dry, okay? If need be today, since I'm not doing anything, I will sit in the sun, but I just want to make sure that when I don't have that type of time, or if I have to have a half day, like half day doing my hair and then half day having to go somewhere, I want to make sure that by the time I lay my head down, my hair will be dry, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Really quickly, one other thing that I do want to point out is you guys know that I bought the Chebe powder from Odara Natural. So with me using it in the mixture, what you're supposed to do, or traditionally you're supposed to add some type of oil, some type of animal fat, some type of car oil. You're supposed to saturate the hair, then you're supposed to put your mixture, then you're supposed to put your Chebe, and then you're supposed to put some type of sealant or oil. Some type of sealant or oil on top of that. So in my mixture, you guys know that I put a whole bunch of Chebe in there. What I was going to do is I was going to add the mixture, then I was going to add just a layer of Chebe, and then I was going to seal with the mixture. With the company that I went with and just with the ounces that she had, I do not have enough to do that for my entire head. There is still some in here, but I do not have enough to coat the rest of my hair. So for this installation, or for this application, the very first time, I'm just going to be using the mixture. I am not going to be doing mixture, Chebe, and then mixture again, okay? More than likely, what I will have to do is I will have to buy it in bulk from a company called Sahel Cosmetics. I've heard really, really good things about them. From what I understand, I think you can buy it on Amazon, but I'm very particular, especially when it comes to certain products, about the products that I buy on Amazon. Miss Sahel has her own website, and I am going to order it from there. I'm not ordering it from Amazon. If you choose to, I'm not knocking it. It's just that if I can order it from the source, that's where I want to get it. She does like huge bags, okay? So for this particular application, all I'm using is the mixture. I will go ahead and order Miss Sahel's Chebe powder. It'll probably get here, I don't know, in about like a week or 2 weeks. So by the time we do our next application with the Chebe powder, we will have enough to do mixture, then Chebe powder, and then mixture. So just want to point that out, okay?
Okay, so I'm just going to take one section of hair down. What am I watching? When I was washing my hair, I watched Living Single, and now I'm watching Tut. And I'm just clipping that so I can keep the hair out of the way and not mess up my parts. Okay, so I've taken my hair out. Now I'm just going to kind of finger detangle. One thing I do want to say, because I am getting this question quite often on Instagram, is talking about the actual texture or my curl pattern. Has the Chebe loosened my curl pattern? I am only about a month to a month and a half in. I have not noticed any texture loosening or any curl loosening. But what I will say is that I have noticed that as my hair has gotten longer, my curl pattern has loosened, right? Because my hair is heavier. But I'm going to take this section and I'm going to break it down into 2 smaller sections. You guys know that I'm doing the jumbo twist. As I've said before, I am not going to be doing the braids. I'm going to be doing the twist. So I'm going to take this section and just to tangle it, just to make sure. So now I'm going to take the mixture and I'm going to start at the end of my hair. And remember, I am being generous. I'm going to saturate and coat my entire head or my entire hair. Now, you will also notice that I am not putting this on my scalp. And let me just get a little bit closer so I can show you that I'm not putting it on my scalp. And I keep getting this question, which I understand. The reason why is because it will irritate your scalp. There are some women that have reported that they have had such an adverse reaction that they've actually had to rewash their hair. Also, the original users of this method, the women of Chad, they do not put it on their scalp either. And then right here, you just see me going through each section and making sure every strand is coated, or every section of hair is coated. And now I'm just going to twist. This is what this twist looks like. Let's work on the top part of this section. Okay, so again, with this top section, I'm just going to do a little bit of finger detangling, make sure I get all the snarls and the tangles out. Okay, starting at the ends, I'm going to be very generous. And I'm going to work all the way up to my hair shaft. And remember, I am not putting it on my scalp. I can get close, but I'm not putting it on there. And now you see me breaking up this section just to make sure that I'm getting all of the hair coated. All right, and now I'm gonna twist. Okay, now let's move to the front. For me, the front of my hair is always the easiest to detangle. This front section will be 3 jumbo twists. Okay, starting with this bottom section, I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did in the back. I'm going to detangle. And then I'm just going to start from the ends. Remember, I'm going to be very generous with the mixture. Okay, as I'm going up my hair shaft, it's the exact same thing in the back. You see that I'm getting close, but I'm not actually putting the Chebe mixture on my scalp. Making sure all strands are coated. And then I'm going to twist. And I'm going to follow suit for the last 2 twists.
All right, y'all, I am done. This took, I would probably say, about half the time as when I was doing it with the Rev Air cool setting, stretching my hair, and then adding the Chebe. I started at like 12:57. It's 2 p.m. So that did not take very long. But this is what my hair looks like. Get a little closer and you can definitely see like right here and like right here. I didn't even want to get close to the scalp. So like I said, I was going to be generous, but you can see even in the back. These I just did, so you can still see the Chebe mixture. But these right here are beginning to dry and the mixture is beginning to absorb and dissolve into my hair. So I don't think I'm going to, you know, my hair is going to look dirty or look like there's something in it. But my hair is still not dry, so I don't know. Now it is gritty. It is very gritty. Let me see if I can get this to focus. You see that right there? That's grit. That's mixture, but that's also Chebe, if you can see that. Second thing, smell. Me personally, I still smell peppermint. I know a lot of people when it comes to the powder, number one, they say they hate it because it's gritty, and number two, they can't stand it, they can't do it because of the smell. I smell peppermint, so maybe that's the remedy. Maybe you're supposed to add peppermint oil. I don't know. But when my hair dries, I will also let you know what I smell. But as of right now, I smell peppermint, okay? So of course, I'm not going to put on my famous headband right now because my hair does need to dry. I have no idea how long it's going to take my hair to dry. This is a new, as I've said before, in this journey, this is new, so I have no idea. It should be dry by tonight. If I feel like it's not progressing at a good rate, I might just go sit outside. It's about 81 today, and our deck right now is sun-drenched, okay? So I think that is everything. Oh, okay. So you guys know that every 4 days I will be reapplying the Chebe. I still have quite a lot, I don't want to spill, but I still have quite a lot left. So this should take me through the next wash day. If not, I'll just whip some more up. So remember, don't forget, for this video, all we did was we just added the Chebe. Next video, when I get more Chebe powder, we will do the mixture, the Chebe, and then the mixture, okay? So if you have any questions, leave them down below. I just want to remind you here on YouTube, I do upload videos every Wednesday and Sunday, and then just a specific day-by-day Chebe video will go up on the Tuesday after I wash my hair. I wash my hair on Mondays, okay? So I will leave my Instagram handle right here or right here. Thank you so much for hanging out with you guys. Bye.
We always have it coming.